Hey guys, what's up? Queenie K here. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be talking about all of the natural hair mistakes that I just wish I didn't do, like things that ruined my hair, caused damage, breakage, just made it look all types of ways. I'm just going to go through a list of things that I've learned throughout my journey and still learning about that I think would be helpful for new naturals or people who are transitioning or people who have been natural for years but can't seem to get a grasp on the natural hair lifestyle. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is being a product junkie. You do not need every single product in the beauty supply store. Like, you don't. And I know as soon as you first go natural, your first instinct is to go out and find natural hair products to fix your hair. It's like, these products aren't going to fix your hair. They're not. You have to know your hair type and know exactly what works for it and only get products that work for that. So if you know your hair type or the porosity level of your hair type, you can kind of do your research and kind of get a good idea of what would work for your hair type. So if you have tighter coils or kinkier hair and not very loose curls, you should not be buying things that cater more to girls who have loose curls. Personally, with my hair type, I just need water, a good oil, and a good leave-in conditioner, and a deep conditioner. I don't need any like curling jellies, like curl enhancing things. They don't do anything for me. My hair looks best when it's in a set style or if it's stretched. That's just me personally. I don't need all the products that I spent hundreds of dollars on, unfortunately. So save time on your hair and save money, because some things damaged my hair more than it helped my hair, which I didn't know about. So be careful what you use on your hair, do your research, and yeah. So the second thing I want to talk about is using occasional heat on your hair. So I was that natural who would straighten their hair, I don't know, like twice a year or maybe 3 times, but I would blow dry it here and there, and I thought that that was doing no damage, obviously, but it actually does go a long way. Not everyone's hair takes heat the same way, and that's something I've learned about my hair. My hair does not do well with heat. Even if it's just like blowing it from here, blow drying it, straightening it, it does a lot of damage to my hair personally, and I think heat is just like a no, like, you just shouldn't use it. Yes, it looks nice sometimes when you want to do a length check or just straighten your hair and have it be easy to take care of for a few days, but I don't feel like that beats damaging your hair. You can't repair damage from heat. You just have to cut your hair afterwards. So if you do have a lot of split ends, so if you do have a lot of split ends and heat damage, you're gonna end up having to cut your hair when you could just avoid the heat, the straightening, and the blow drying, and just have healthy hair from root to tip, you know? So it's not worth it. So I'll just cut out the straightener. I'm trying, but you know, you guys try with me. Like, let's just do this together. Number 3. So the third thing I want to talk about is combing my hair. I used to comb my hair every time I was in the shower because growing up, that's what my mom would do. She would put me in the shower, she'd comb my hair and then braid it up. Or comb my hair and put the African thread on it. You don't need to comb your hair every single time you're in the shower. You can finger detangle, or you can use a detangling brush. So this is what I use to detangle my hair. It's it has different levels in it, if that makes sense. So it's easy to detangle hair, it doesn't hurt, doesn't pull out too much hair. I don't lose a lot of hair while using this. I kind of stay away from detangling and combing my hair like vigorously every single time I wash it. So if I do not need to do that, I try to avoid it because you are you're losing hair that you don't really need to lose. Your hair sheds naturally and it will come out naturally, but I feel like combing it excessively can cause more breakage. The fourth thing I want to talk about is wearing U-parts. So when I first started my journey, I loved wearing U-parts because that was the closest thing that I could kind of get to that would cover most of my hair, because I didn't really know how to make my closure look natural and I just thought it looked like fake and whatever. Frontals weren't really in when I first started my journey. So when I'm wearing a U-part, I usually have some of my hair out right here or on the side, and I'm always manipulating those two pieces. So until this day, I'm still struggling to get my hair back to normal. There's heat damage, there's breakage on those parts. So even if I did wear a curly U-part, I would still be putting perm mods in my hair or braiding it every night. There's just a lot of manipulation done to those parts. So I feel like that hair became very weak, and then when the rest of my hair would grow nice and curly and healthy, this part was still kind of like, you know, it's just kind of dead still. If you need a protective style that has to look like a wig, or if you want to wear a weave, get a full weave or wear a full wig, or get a frontal, anything to fully cover your hair and have it be protected all over, because you do not want to have breakage all up on the sides, all up in the middle, and then the rest of your hair looking amazing, because then overall your hair won't look nice as a whole. The fifth thing I want to talk about is co-washing. So a lot of people love co-washing. I love co-washing once in a blue moon, but personally I have a lot of product buildup in my hair, so this was something I didn't realize that I needed to cut out. I cannot stand co-washing nowadays. I need my hair to be clean. Like, I need all the buildup to be gone. I need it to be not squeaky clean, not dry. I'm not saying it needs to be dry. Like, I don't need dry hair, but I need my hair to be clean, because when I have clean hair, my curls are more defined, it's less tangled, it's less like gunky, I don't know. So co-washing does not clean my hair enough. I know this is a little controversial because there's a lot of people who like swear that co-washing is the best thing in the world, and sure, you know, like, do you, but if you find that your hair is not benefiting from co-washing, cut it out, switch to normal shampoo, and have a conditioner afterwards. You know, I think you guys get the point. I'm not gonna talk about it too much just because then everybody's gonna be all up in the comments like, try this, try that, but I'm not a huge co-washing fan. So if you feel how I feel, just cut it out and try some shampoo and conditioner and see how it is. The sixth thing I want to talk about is styling every day. So something I have not fully realized is the fact that I do not have to style my hair every day. I'm still trying to get used to this, but as Black women, we are just naturally very versatile. We can wear weaves, we can do braids, cornrows, twists, afros, wash and goes. Like, we can do so much with our hair. We can relax it if we want, we can straighten it. There's a million things we can do with our hair every single day. And I think growing up, having those options, our parents would always like braid our hair. Sometimes we'd get like long braids, we'd have cornrows, we'd have cute little ponytails. Like, it's a part of our culture to constantly style our hair. And most people who don't have that versatility usually stick to one or two styles, up or down, ponytail or just down, you know, which is totally fine too. So as much as we do have that versatility, does not mean that we need to use it every single day. It actually saves us a lot of time and breakage and effort if we do give our hair some rest. I think because we can wear so many styles, we always feel the pressure to wear so many styles. When I went natural, I was constantly like, oh my god, well, I don't know what to do with my hair. A simple ponytail or a simple bun is fine. No one's gonna look at your natural hair and be like, oh, you need to style it a different way for it to look nice. Our natural hair is nice and beautiful the way it is. You don't need to do too much to it for it to be pretty. I think a lot of the times I like to style my natural hair because I want it to look pretty. But naturally, just in a ponytail or just in a bun or in a simple style, my hair itself is beautiful on its own, you know? So you don't have to worry too much about styling it every single day, because then that causes a lot of breakage because you're manipulating it so much and you're touching it all the time. So that constant styling leads to split ends and over like more hair loss than you need. So stick to simple styles. Your hair looks amazing in its most minimal style ever. Your hair is amazing by itself, so don't even worry about all that. The seventh thing I want to talk about, girl, hairstylist. So I feel like I had to learn this the hard way. Just because a person is black doesn't mean they know how to do your black hair. Just because they have natural hair doesn't mean they know how to do your natural hair. Just because they own a hair salon doesn't mean they actually care about your hair. You know what I mean? I'm Ghanaian. If you go to a Ghanaian hair salon, they're there to style your hair. They're there to cornrow it as nice and tight and clean as they possibly can with their fingers. They don't care about your edges. They don't care about how they're combing your hair before they cornrow it, you know? So really go to hair salons who care about your hair and know the history of that hair salon. Like, do they actually know how to take care of natural hair? Do they actually know how to cater to your hair? Because some hairstylists have natural hair, but it might be completely different than yours, and they might be treating your hair how they would treat theirs. So don't just let anybody do your hair. If anything, just learn how to do it yourself so you don't have to worry about that. So finally, the last thing and most important, well, not most important, they're all equally important, but one of the really big ones, last but certainly not least, do not compare your hair to others. I think it's so easy having YouTube and seeing all these natural hair tutorials and thinking, oh, she does that, I need to do that too. What she does might not work for you, so don't compare your hair texture to their hair texture. I can't watch every single natural girl on YouTube and say, oh, I'm gonna take tips from every single one and hope that it works for me. It's not, unfortunately. So I think it's so important not to compare your hair to them in the sense that if they can do something and it doesn't work on you, nothing is wrong with your hair. Your hair is perfectly fine. You just have to find styles and products and techniques that work for your hair. And if you can't find anyone with your natural hair type on YouTube, just experiment with your own and try to learn it on your own. Don't worry, take your time, watch people who have the closest hair type to yours and take their advice with a grain of salt, because not every single thing is going to work for you, and don't stress yourself. Relax, girl. Relax. Like, you don't even need to worry. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you thought it was somewhat helpful and that you got something out of it. And if you did, please leave a comment down below. I love reading your comments. Let me know what you guys do that has helped your journey, or something that you would really want to warn people about, because it's rough out here. So let me know what your tricks are. Maybe there's some things that you do that I need to start doing. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my social media right here. And yeah, so we can be friends. Okay? Okay, bye guys. I'll see you later.